I'm Sarah Solomon with MPItv, and we are at the gorgeous Pendry Hotel in sunny San Diego talking with President and CEO of MPI, Paul Van Deventer. So if you were at WEC this year in Las Vegas and you had a chance to attend the town hall, you know that it's an open forum. You're able to ask MPI leadership questions about anything, membership, financials, and everything in between. So this right here will serve as that kind of forum where we're asking Paul those questions that you guys had on site. So Paul, let's get started. Lots of exciting things happening with MPI. So first off, let's talk about the financial status of MPI as a global association.
Great, thanks. First, welcome everybody. Great to see you, and it's really fantastic that we have the opportunity to talk here in San Diego, which is actually where I live. So nice to be home. The question came up in our town halls, one of the first questions we had, about what is the financial health of MPI. And I want everyone to really be comfortable that MPI right now is in a really strong position. We peaked out as an organization as far as our revenue and our membership just before the Great Recession in 2008. And then we went into a period, like many businesses, we lost membership, our revenues declined. But over the last 3 years, we've completely turned that direction around. And we're in the right trajectory right now. Our membership started growing again 3 years ago. We are on track to grow about 5% this year on a year-over-year basis. Our revenues for 3 years straight have grown 10+% every year, so double-digit growth on revenue. And last year we had a healthy positive EBITDA, and this year looks like it'll be even bigger than last year. So everything is trajecting in the right direction. We did during those years have to dip into our reserves, which was unfortunate. We did it for two reasons, just to manage the business, keep it going. We also made some very important strategic investments as we went through that time, and that included things like the acquisition of Plan Your Meetings. It also included a significant investment, our largest ever, into redoing our entire digital environment. So even with that happening, we've begun to rebuild our reserves, and we have a healthy cash position, not where we want it. We're continuing to build towards that, but believe that right now with the track we're on, and if we continue what we've done the last 2 years, within 4 years we'll be back where we were in 2008, the same level of cash.
So Paul, you talked about your membership growing and being in a healthy position right now, which is great. So what about from a community standpoint?
It's a great question, because we have sort of rethought what we are as an association. In the past, we've been very focused on the core membership base. We've recognized that the way individuals interact and want to work with associations has changed over time. And they really just want to be part of the community, whether or not they're a full member or they want to participate in an event, they want to show up at something like our World Education Congress or a chapter event, or take one of our educational classes. So we've begun to talk not just about membership, but our overall community. And over the last few years, we've grown to where we have an interactive group of almost 80,000 participants within that community. So it's much bigger than our core membership of 17,000. It's a much larger overall organization, which really benefits everybody.
Yeah, and I'm sure a lot of that community and that membership happens digitally, right? So you often talk about investing in new digital platforms. So what exactly is that platform, and why is it so important to MPI?
So we've made a major investment in the entire digital infrastructure, not just the skin of the website, but what's underneath it. What's our learning management system? What drives that website? How does that website interact and work together, not just at corporate and headquarters, but also throughout all the chapters? And we'll be launching in early September, that new website and the entire process underneath it. And what it's going to be, not just for how you want to work with us, but how you're going to interact with the rest of your communities, the ability to create special interest groups within there, the ability for chapters to get more personalized and get closer to their membership in their community. And you know, this may not sound like a big deal for a lot of people, but it'll be mobile friendly. Today we are not mobile friendly, and you just have to be. So it's an investment, first of all, to be relevant, but it's an investment that's going to allow us to really step forward in that intimacy and personalization of how our members and our community interact with us.
And another way that MPI is stepping forward is through strategic partnerships, which, as we all know, partnerships are a huge driving force for this industry. So let's talk about some of your fantastic partnerships with IMAX America, IAEE, and so many more, and why those are so valuable to you.
This is an incredibly important industry. On a scale, it is one of the largest industries in the world in the economic impact, in the employment. It's larger than agriculture and farming in the UK. It's larger than the automotive industry in the US. And that is not really well recognized. And we realized that as a single voice going alone, we weren't being heard. And we thought it was so much more important and would be able to amplify our message so much to a much greater community and a broader community to work closer together with the other industry leading organizations. So we began a very concerted effort 4 years ago, and it's just continued to grow in looking for partners in this industry that want to bring our plans together, our assets together, and reach out jointly to this community to amplify the voice of the importance of the community, to bring additional value to each of our constituents and our communities. So in the case of something like IAEE, that's a group that specializes in the exhibition area, but now jointly we're bringing shared training, education, editorial to both our communities so they can learn from each other. It's just a natural synergy that helps everybody.
So does this mean sort of like a joint membership, or how would that all come together?
And we have several other plans underway in a number of organizations in looking at shared, either joint memberships or even multiple memberships. And that could be by region, and it could be on a global basis. So that's really exciting for us and how we might be able to work together. Yeah, another idea and concept that came to fruition over some great discussions is a partnership we're now launching with SITE. We have a conference we've done for years in Europe, and they have a global conference that they rotate around the world. Well, this year we're going to bring the two together and have a global forum for those who are not only in the incentive industry but also the overall meetings and event industry, and allow them to learn from each other, to network with each other, and to really, again, leverage that opportunity to bring two great communities together.
Now, your members are obviously huge value to the association. Without your members, there is no MPI. So what is MPI doing to really drive value continuously within membership?
Well, it's been an exciting, I've been here a little over 4 years now, and it's been an exciting term so far. We have stepped back from where we were. I expressed earlier that MPI struggled a bit, like many industries and organizations coming through the Great Recession. So we had to step back and really rethink, why are we here? What value do we bring to the community? What value do we bring to our members? And we got that focus back again around professional development as the #1 reason that someone turns to MPI. I did a listening tour early on in my tenure, and I kept hearing over and over again from tenured members, if it wasn't for MPI, I wouldn't be here where I'm at today. And I'd say, what does that mean? And I'd say, well, the education you gave me, the volunteer learning experiences as a leader in a chapter, all helped me grow in my career, all helped me advance myself, meet my next boss, meet my spouse in some case. But I learned, I advanced, and I grew. So we came back to saying, how do we do that at MPI, and how are we going to add value to the membership? And we started with, we need to expand and refine our educational offerings. We created the MPI Academy. It's gone from launching about 1 new course every 4 years to just a great example. Risk management and security popped up as the #1 issue for our membership last year. We've developed 20 new educational tracks around risk management just in a year, just around that area. So we've really been able to broaden and deepen our educational offerings. How we bring them to life, to be able to demonstrate to the community of planners how to rethink events, how to redesign the experience. And we not only have redesigned and reinvented experiences like we deliver at WEC, but we've created new ones like our experiential event series. So all that has been really exciting. New learning experiences, new educational opportunities.
Again, thank you so much, and thank you for joining us and tuning in. To learn more about MPI, log on to mpiweb.org.